The title of Glenn's speech today is No More Sour Grapes, under Project 4, Speaking Under Fire. The speech is from the Advanced Communicator Series, Public Relations. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Bart Yapsley to the podium as he addresses the firing of Don Cherry, current and future state of affairs for Hockey Night in Canada on Sportsnet.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for this press conference this morning after the firing of Don Cherry in recent weeks. We felt at Sportsnet we need to address this situation head on and explain why we did what we did and what led to this and how we need to be professional as an organization here at Sportsnet. I take this very seriously as Bart Yabsley, the president of Sportsnet across Canada. Hockey is a huge product for us, and this has caused a huge outcry for our country and for our people. We'd like to thank Don Cherry for his time on Sportsnet and at CBC and on Coach's Corner for the past 38 to 39 years. Don has given us so many fond memories of our game with his great suits and his wonderful personality that sometimes got him into trouble. We will fondly remember Don always wearing a rose on his jacket for his first wife, Rose, who passed away in the late 90s. And Don always had a passion for our soldiers, and we also remember them going forward. This incident was all caused because of a poppy. We, of course, here at Sportsnet do not believe that you need to wear a poppy or buy a poppy. Poppies are just fine if you wear them, and they're just fine if you don't. It is your choice as a people kind to decide that. Don always had a controversy around him. From his first initial game that he played only one game in the NHL. It came on the heels of Rocket Richard's incident with Hal Layko, where he smashed him in the head with a stick, and there was a huge outcry. In 1984, Don brought Rocket Richard onto his show called The Grapevine, and he interviewed Rocket Richard, and the Rocket at that time had to go on national radio to bring this down and calm the people down. Don referred to Rocket as the Pope, as the entire city of Montreal calmed itself over this incident. Don's service began in 1980, and once again we are so thankful for the service that he has provided to us. Him and Ron McLean have been a dynamic duo for 38 plus years at our organization. Don will always and fondly be remembered for his time with us, and we wish him all the best going forward in his future endeavors. We at Sportsnet and on Hockey Night in Canada realize this is a huge tradition, something that people talk about at Toastmasters when the word tradition is being used. People bring it up as a tradition in their lives. So we know there's so many generations of people who are fond of this tradition we call Hockey Night in Canada. We would like to announce that moving forward, the use and the word "you people" will no longer be accepted on our airwaves. We have decided to bring in Sir Justin Trudeau to be on Hockey Night in Canada as one of our analysts on the first and third Saturday of each month. Because Justin is so articulate with his words, he has no need for a place like Toastmasters in his life. His ahs and ums flow like the beer on Saturday night at Hockey Night in Canada. We as a people kind will be behind Justin and all his wonderful ways. We look forward to him joining us as we move in a new direction. Wayne Gretzky, of course, will be our analyst on the second and fourth Saturdays of the month, and he will bring great insights and great respect to our game and our country as he has given so much. Finally, when there is a fifth Saturday in the month, we'll bring in a special multicultural guest who will bring flavor, and they're allowed to come on and speak in any language that they wish to articulate the game in which they love. We are so very excited to move in this non-biased, better way of a direction. This is why we're bringing Justin in, because I'm at a loss for words. Anyways, Dawn did a really good job, and I'll try and finish up here abruptly. I will now take some questions as we try to replace Dawn, who is not articulate at all. Anyways, up to the crowd. Could we please have some questions? Yes.
With your direction of being more inclusive, etc., I was thinking that maybe a female that was maybe a Toastmaster would be excellent. Are you open to entertaining somebody like Megan Skelly, who has a stellar hockey career, to join your team?
Yes, Megan is actually one of the strong candidates for our Hockey Night in Canada show in December, because there will be a fifth show, and because she scored the first goal at what was it, Syracuse Orange, I think they played for, in about 9 to 18 seconds of her first ever shift, she scored that goal. So yes, Megan will be here, and we will have a medal waiting for her and her achievements. Is there any other questions? Yes.
More importantly, Don Cherry's behind us. What about the firing of Mike Babcock?
That just happened yesterday, and as you can tell, we're doing this morning almost 2 weeks after the fact. So we will definitely get to speaking to Mike Babcock probably around Christmas time. We might be putting Mike on stage maybe in January, because by then he might have spent all of his salary of $50 million. He is on our radar for sure. Thank you. Any other questions? To conclude, in the way of our new ways of moving forward, we would just like to say that we will be issuing, in Dawn's honor, medals for every hockey player across Canada, because we no longer believe in firsts, seconds, and thirds. We are just all participants here in our people kind. Thank you. Thanks, Joseph.